Let's talk about the Houston Rockets, man. The young team, the young talent on that roster right now that's going crazy in the Summer League. And a lot of you guys may not care about Summer League basketball, but Summer League is there for us to evaluate the young talent on these teams and see what they can add to a team in the regular season. And from what I'm seeing from these young guys on the Houston Rockets, best believe they're ready to make an impact when the season starts. And I cannot wait to get my tickets to watch these guys front row. Well, not front row. I'm probably going to be in the bleachers, but yeah, we'll see about that. But look, man, look. Be sure to like, subscribe to the channel. If you're new, make sure you follow me on all my social media accounts so you stay up to date with all DJ Steve related content. But let's get right into the video. Like I said before, the Rockets have looked great in the Summer League, and the young guys that were drafted and were on the roster last year all have looked exciting. The future is bright for the Rockets, and this has me so geeked to see these young guys develop. Already 2-0, and in a recent win against the Pistons led by #1 overall draft pick Cade Cunningham, the young guys that were drafted had their best performances. Let's look into the young Bulls. Jalen Green. Jalen Green already has looked super efficient in his first 2 games, and the offensive capabilities scouts raved about him have been coming into fruition. Dog, look, I know it's Summer League, but what Jalen is doing, running the pick and roll, hustling on defense, and most importantly, staying efficient, it just shows insane promise. And even in our last game against the Pistons, it didn't seem like Jalen had his best game going up against the Pistons defense that knew how great of a scorer Jalen is. And he still somehow finished with 25, 5, and 3 on 50% shooting from the field, 3 for 5 from 3, and going 10 for 11 from the free throw line. That remind you of somebody? What I really like about Jalen is that he looks very confident with the ball in his hands. It seems like he already knows what he wants to do and doesn't second guess himself. The confidence and the bag is there, so all he needs now is consistent reps to really fulfill his full potential. And seeing him put that same energy on the defensive side of the ball, guarding the ball handler, and crashing the glass shows optimism that Jalen could one day be a problem on that side of the ball as well. I just like the fact that Jalen consistently highlights that he wants to get better on both sides of the ball and has a chip on the shoulder, not going #1 in this year's draft. Thank the Lord he fell to #2.
That's when the blessings come in. Blessings come in.
The offensive game is there, and I think he just needs to put on some more weight, and he can easily be one of the best scorers in the NBA future. And I can't go without mentioning this 10 out of 10 trolling by this guy. Let's go, man. It doesn't stop there. We gotta talk about Alperen Sengun, the #16 pick that Houston traded up to go select in this year's draft. Look, I love his game, bro. Behind the back spin move and finish with the left?
Dang. That's tough.
Sengun is literally coming off winning the MVP in the BSL, the Turkish Basketball League, and has played international basketball, winning bronze in the FIBA Under-16 championships and silver in the FIBA Under-18 championships. So please give credit to what he has done, because we have a few foreign-born guys in the NBA that come from similar backgrounds. But Sengun has looked pretty good in his Summer League debut. I love the footwork in the post, the ability to roll off the pick and roll, and I like the post defensive presence he's showing, altering shots, staying grounded when needed, and he also has had 4 blocks in back-to-back games. I'll add that he seems like a solid rebounder with 2 games with over 12 rebounds, and don't get me started about his playmaking. Yeah, Sengun looks like a really good passer, and he has the IQ when it comes to finding open teammates. Again, this is Summer League. I'm not trying to jump the gun, but Sengun has been very impressive from the minutes we've seen so far. Josh Christopher, the #24 pick in this year's draft, is already becoming a fan favorite, and his aggressive style of play on both ends of the ball is just fun to watch. Coming out of Arizona State, just like another guy that we know, there was a lot to be said about JC, and I think in the Summer League, he's showing why he should be on the Day 1 roster and not beginning his season in the G League. I love the sense of pride he takes in becoming the best defender he can be, and he's already had conversations with the coaching staff expressing how he wants to be a leader on the defensive side of the ball. And I've seen glimpses of that in his game, but don't be fooled. JC's offensive game is not lacking. His strong size and frame aids him in getting to the basket and absorbing contact while finishing at the rim, and he can knock down an open jumper or take you off the dribble. And honestly, from what I saw in the last game, JC really showed that in the future, if everything pans out, he could be a solid 2-way player in the NBA, because he was efficient scoring the ball and had many great defensive plays in that game. And some of you guys may not know, Jalen and Josh both played AAU basketball together and are great friends. And having the opportunity to play with someone you're familiar with can only bring a positive atmosphere for both Jalen and Josh starting their careers. But don't think that's the reason why JC was selected by the Rockets. He's a solid prospect, and he's just making the most out of his opportunity. Props to the Rockets GM Raphael Stone. Again, it's Summer League, but like I will say again, I'm gonna give credit to a guy that is showing great promise. And I haven't even talked about Usman Garuba, the #23 overall pick who hasn't played any Summer League basketball yet, but has already been playing basketball this summer for the Spanish basketball team in the Olympics. The 6'8" Spanish Nigerian hooper has made his name in the EuroLeague as one of the best defenders in Spain, with his ability to defend out in the perimeter and within the post. He's even had some key defensive moments in the Olympics this year that have many Houston fans ready to see him in action. Usman just won the EuroLeague Rising Star Award that is given to the players that are a top rising star. Kinda redundant, I know, but view it like a Rookie of the Year award. Once Usman suits up, we'll see where his offensive game resides, but his defense is what Rockets fans should be ready to get hyped for. Now, these are just the draft picks that were selected this year. I haven't even mentioned the guys that were on the roster last year, like 20-year-old Kenyon Martin Jr., a rookie last year who put up 10 points per game and has looked really good, putting up double-digit scoring in 2 games in the Summer League. He plays way bigger than his size may show, and if he keeps knocking down threes the way he has in the Summer League, it'll only help the Rockets offense become much more lethal. Jae'sean Tate, who made all-rookie first team last year, put up 11 points per game and isn't playing in the Summer League, but in last season made a name for himself being a scrappy defender and a hustle rebounder that the Rockets can most certainly use. And of course, I gotta mention Kevin Porter Jr., the steal that brought back hope to the Houston Rockets after the Harden trade. I'm so high on KPJ. From what I saw him do in the G League and in the regular season, the game comes easy to him. And at only 21 years old, KPJ's upside to become even better offensively is very possible. Putting up 16 and 6 last year, KPJ can most certainly take another big step this season. And if you watched my previous videos, then you would have known that KPJ is the youngest player in NBA history to record 50 points and 10 assists. And he did this against the NBA champion Milwaukee Bucks. KPJ looks like he added on some weight and got a little bit stronger in the offseason, and this will only help him become much more lethal on the court. Guys are building chemistry, the young core has great promise, and with opportunities to showcase their talents, it's going to come together down the road. Now, I know a lot of fans are urging the front office to get rid of all the veteran guys on the team right now and create room for the young talent so they can see these young bulls shine. I honestly think we shouldn't be too impatient. We still have a lot of good vets that can help these young guys and mentor them to be the best on the court. We still have Christian Wood, who put up 21 and 10 last season, and I believe that if he has a better year, there is no doubt in my mind Wood can't become an all-star player this year. We saw how he performed last season, and I believe Wood has a solid offensive tool set to make defenses game plan against him. The Rockets re-signed David Nwaba, who management is high on because of his work on the defensive side of the ball and is a good leader in the locker room. Daniel Tice was added to the team, who I think can be a solid piece in helping the Rockets rebound, and Tice is a very strong player that can defend in the post, but also has the capability to recover and alter shots if he's beaten on the perimeter. John Wall is still on the team, and I won't lie, his contract is 99% of the reason why he hasn't been traded yet. He has $44 million he's getting this season, and then next year he has a $47 million player option that Wall would be stupid to decline, like completely stupid. But in the meantime, John Wall will most likely be on the Rockets because I'm not sure which team is going to trade for John Wall and take on that much money. But if he's in Houston, I'd like to see him mentor the young guys on the roster. John Wall came into the league as an explosive point guard that was nice on both ends of the court. When you look at Jalen and JC's and even KPJ's game, you can see some glimpses of a young John Wall in them. Injuries may have affected John Wall's career, but I can see him helping out the young core until he eventually leaves the team. Eric Gordon is another vet and one of the last remaining guys from the 2018 Rockets squad that made it to the Western Conference Finals. And to be honest, I personally believe that he'll be traded before the end of the season to free up cap space. But EG, like Jay Wall, is another vet with years of experience that can help the guys that are the future of the Houston Rockets. I'm going to say it again, it's early and I know, but I'm impressed in what the Rockets have done so far, and a lot of credit has to go to the GM Raphael Stone, making quality draft selections and finding young talent to add to this roster. By no means, again, no means, is the Rockets rebuild over. It's only the beginning. But the Rockets are in a very good situation, and the entire league is talking about what's going down in H-Town. And best believe the Rockets are going to be one of the few teams you're going to want to tune into this season. If you enjoyed the video, be sure to leave a like and subscribe if you're new. And until next time, stay on beat.